Hello and welcome to IMS Today. This is Shubh Dixit and today we have with us Mr. Rajesh Tripathi, who is Chief Executive Officer at Kinbox Technology. Prior to Kinbox Technology, he was also Chief Operating Officer at Dalmia Healthcare. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
So, sir, as you belong from a multi-dimensional skill set and you have worked in different sectors like IT, telecom, chemical, FMCG and many more. So, what do you think that this multi-dimensional skill set brings us to the table for the management students?
I feel my multi-dimension exposure has taught me that business is not linear. But at the same time, when you are in different business verticals or industries, they have one objective, that how to make a company sustainable. Now, in that particular objective of a company, the people who are from management background or working for the organizations, they need to be very clear that eventually whatever they do, the clarity has to be there, how it is adding value to or contributing to the end objective of the organization, right? So it is whether it is IT company or telecom or FMC and whatnot sort of thing, eventually that understanding has to be there in the minds of the people working with a particular organization. That's what I can say.
Sir, as you did your schooling and education in genetics and psychology, what motivated you to be in the FMCG sector, or as you are currently working as a chief executive officer in a technological company? So, what motivated you, or things happened that pushed you in the sector?
No, initially I will say this all happened because of the grace of the God. I did my basic qualification in neuroscience or genetics. Thereafter, when I joined the corporate after doing my PG in HR, I started working on how to really make this particular function more usable for the organization's point of view. And that pursuit of mine, I started working that this is the only function, this is pure science, I say, because when you're talking about people or how they are using their brain, it is pure science, point number one. Point number two, when you look at the need of the people around, I say, again, it is a pure science. It means if we are able to really understand that what they are looking for, and then I can contribute to that particular perspective, I think I'm doing my job. I'll give a simple example to corporate is what I'm saying. You know, when you talk to any HR person and they say one of the activities is how to punch attendance. So punching attendance is pure mechanical, administrative, clerical task. But I think differently that if suppose somebody is not punching the attendance, what is the reason behind it? Now, the moment I think this piece, it becomes pure neuroscience. There could be some reasons that the person is not punching the attendance, right? So now this aspect is making me think differently, and perhaps this is one of the reasons that when I joined my current organizations and we are working on HR solutions, the company got 6 patents. We have come up certain solutions or softwares which are very different in its nature. Somewhere I feel that if we as an organization can contribute to what I said initially to profitability or the revenue of the organization, I think that's what these solutions can achieve, and that's what we are trying to do it here.
Sir, as you mentioned technology and you belong from a technological background, the technology is growing day by day, and we are seeing that management students sometimes are not coping up with the technology. So what are the steps or things that management students need to do to cope up and work along with the technology?
Yes, it is quite challenging because if I look back 30 years back when I started my career, there's no technology at that point, right? Even we were having computers. I learned while using computers, right, to the level where I'm heading an IT company. I said this way that yes, it is not technology. There should be always a learnability quotient in people, whether they are doing MBA or non-MBA people, right? I say let me say something from my experience when I got a chance to head HR function initially, then business strategy, then I started heading one FMCG company, right? And that in that particular company, I started meeting panwalas or kiranawalas as a profession, right? So there was a change in my whole perspective of how to look at people. Now, people remain people, whether they are your vendors or the suppliers or the customers or you yourself, right? So I kept that piece in mind. But yes, To achieve it, I think till today, of course, I should not be saying, but still I'm saying, I do not sleep unless I read or study for next at least for 2 to 3 years daily. It means I have to keep changing my track today, right? As I said, I think in my discourse that I'm a non-tech guy heading an IT company today, right? It means I have to understand the language of my people who are working for me. So it all depends on the people who what they want to achieve in their career.
Sir, one message you would like to give to the management students to succeed in the corporate sector?
I think I already shared the PAPA model, and I believe it formally, because this is not something which I just come out of my simple thought process. I really worked on this and did a project in this. And while doing this project, I really screened all those people who are seen successful, maybe in history or maybe in politically and all that. People, I say, for example, if I say, look at Mahatma Gandhi. To my one of my MDs who is very successful, who has come from very humble background, and he became MD, and how he's functioning, how he's working. So it means when you want to be different, so degree is one thing, yes, very, very good. It's essential to remain critical to the mass around. But yes, you as a human being, as a professional, need to be need to understand what actually the organization is looking for, and in that perspective, you need to keep learning new things on daily basis. That's what I can say.
I hope these words would definitely help the students to get succeed in their career. And thank you so much for giving your precious time. This is Shubh Dikshit with cameraman Karthik Sharma, IMS Today.